Today, I have to talk about GameStop and what is going on in the stock market right now. I mean, you'd have to live under a rock not to have heard about it at this point, but it is so crazy that Senator Ted Cruz and AOC agree with one another. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it quickly here so you can know what's going on. But in short, Bernie Sanders is right. The system is rigged. Now, that may sound insane, but let me explain. GameStop is a struggling company that buys and sells video games, and the company's stock has been steadily declining the last few years. But they got a bump recently in their stock price when they had a change in leadership trying to bring the company in a new direction. So when that happened, hedge funds took out massive short positions against the stock. And to oversimplify what that means, a short position is betting that the value of the stock will go down. So if the company fails, the hedge fund profits. But if the company succeeds, hedge funds can lose a lot of money the higher the stock goes in value. So some folks on a message board called Wall Street Bets saw that these hedge funds took out these huge short positions against GameStop, and they decided to stick it to them. This is happening to other companies like AMC too. And what makes this disgusting is that a lot of these companies were destroyed by being forcibly shut down during this pandemic. And then these hedge funds are swooping in to profit off it with their short positions they're taking, which basically drives these damaged companies' stock price into the ground, sealing their fate. So I would say that these hedge funds deserve a little sticking. So the folks at Wall Street Bets got together and they started buying GameStop stock. And that pushed the price higher and higher, which made the massive short positions that these hedge funds took out start hemorrhaging money. This has caused billions with a B in losses. And these hedge funds then went to the main trading platforms that the Wall Street Bets platform uses and pressured them to block individual investors from buying the stock. So several trading platforms like Robinhood and E-Trade suspended the ability to specifically buy, not sell, GameStop stock, which basically stops the stock from being able to go up and forces it downwards, which benefits the hedge funds who bet against the stock at the cost of individual investors. Now you might ask, why does this all matter at all? And it matters because hedge funds do this kind of coordination all the time. But when normal retail investors organize, Wall Street apparently will do anything to block them, even stopping them from participating in the market. And not only that, but the SEC is now investigating this message board, Wall Street Bets. And Wall Street will no doubt spend millions on lobbyists to change the law to prevent this from happening in the future. But that is antithetical to a free market. Individuals should be free to participate in the market as they see fit. Now, this could get confusing, but the story gets worse. So Robinhood, which is one of the trading platforms that prevented people from buying GameStop stock, runs all its trades through a company called Citadel Securities. And the money Citadel pays them is how Robinhood is able to offer commission-free trades. And a company called Melvin Capital Management lost billions on their short position against GameStop because of Wall Street Bets. So Citadel bailed them out to the tune of $2.75 billion. And then Citadel's partner Robinhood blocked people from buying GameStop stock, as I mentioned earlier. So Melvin Capital, who lost billions, is getting their money back, basically, because Citadel is effectively rigging the system through Robinhood and other trading platforms. So short positions that profit if the stock goes down in price are guaranteed to pay off. And that is in no way a free market. Robinhood and other trading platforms block regular people from buying in order to force them to sell, because that's the only trade they're ended up allowed to do. And that is a perfect example of Wall Street rigging the game against Main Street like Bernie Sanders talks about. This situation is so egregious that it's united people across the political spectrum. Like, this is exactly the swamp that Donald Trump was talking about and the rigged economy that Bernie Sanders condemns. But to sum it up, to me, it all boils down to this. When Wall Street fails, they get bailed out. When you fail, it's tough luck. When Wall Street coordinates, it's just business. When the people coordinate, it's disruptive. They get billions, you get $600. If this is really how these hedge funds do business, there is only one word for it: rigged.